What's going on, guys? Got another comic book haul video for you. Got a small stack of books here from pickups starting back in just a little before New Year's. I got some flea market books, some local comic store books, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'll start a few books from Book and Music Exchange. This first one was a $1.99, just a fun DuckTales book. I think I've actually already have a copy of this one, but I grabbed it anyway. I didn't think I did, but when I checked my CLZ app when I got home, it looked like I did, but can never have too many DuckTales, so happy to find that one for $2. And then the rest of these were all 50 cents each. Got this Fathom retailer incentive, maybe, I guess. Limited edition, it says 1300. It's got MCC Madness Games and Comics there on the front. I can't remember what the store is. Oh, I just noticed that. If you open it up, there's the regular A cover, I guess. That's cool. I don't know who did that. Not see. Nope. Alex. What's his name? Conat. Looks like he did the pencils as well. So yeah, I think maybe MCC Madness was a comic shop around Southern Indiana or Indiana that's no longer around. I'm not 100% sure on that, but just a fun variant picked up for 50 cents. And then last two books I got from Book and Music Exchange were a couple of these Girl Genius books. Got Volume 1, Issue 2 there. And then I got, which one is this? Volume 2, Issue 3, I think. It's hard to tell. These numbers are not great. I don't know. It says issue 6 up there. I'm not sure what volume this is, but I always pick these up. These are drawn and penciled by Phil and Kaja Folio. They were Magic the Gathering artists back in the early 90s when I first started playing Magic. And they have a real fun, cartoony style art that was very unique to the Magic cards and is a unique style. So I was happy to see that they're doing comic books. I think they still do this pretty regularly. They publish it mostly on their website. I've never seen any copies like coming out on the new shelves or anything, but I feel like their art, it's definitely a fun little like steampunk story. Okay, so those are all the ones I got from Book and Music Exchange. Sorry. The next stack here, these are all books from Great Escape that I got for 50 cents or a quarter here. Start with this Final Crisis number 7. This is first Calvin Ellis. This is the B cover. The A cover is the one, the Alex Ross one with Superman. That's a really cool cover. But this one is the same guts, just different cover. So I grabbed that one for 50 cents and hopefully flip it for 15-20 bucks. Got this Local Man number 25. So this is a homage. This is a current series done by Tim Seeley and Tony Fleeks. They do it's very much a throwback to the 90s image books that I grew up with, and you can see down here they do it. This is the Images of Tomorrow. It's issue 25. They haven't actually gotten to issue number 25 yet, but if you were a fan of the image books back in the early 90s, at one point early in the runs they did like a fast forward kind of thing where they did the 25th issue of a lot of books before they actually got to that issue. So that's what this is an homage to. And these are it's a flip cover as well. Got kind of the swimsuit, swimsuit special. It was very much a 90s thing on the back there. And unfortunately, Great Escape, they do put their stickers on the books, so that's unfortunate, but it was only 50 cents, so why not? I picked up 3 copies of Darker Image number 1, still in the bags. Got one of each there's the Max card, there is the Deathblow card, and then there is the Blood Wolf card. I'm not sure if this is the first appearance of all those characters or not. It probably is. But yeah, I haven't been able to find any of these bagged for cheap since I got back into collecting, so I was happy to find one of each, and I'll still keep my eyes open for the newsstand variants of these. I'll pick those up if I ever find them for cheap, but it's fun to find the bagged ones still intact. Got a fun little Punisher one shot here, Silent Night. This one I can flip probably around Christmas time, or maybe 10 or 15 bucks. So that's why I grabbed that one. Got Darkhawk 47. This is later in the run. It only went to issue 50. The later issues were lower print runs, so those are harder to find, especially cheap, even though it is just Darkhawk. So I grabbed that one. This was just a cover by Atlantis Rising #1. Just a fun Greg Horn cover. Really happy to find this one. I always check whenever I see a Boris the Bear run, I always look for this one. This is Boris the Bear #6. It's got the homage to Batman and Robin, but the reason I always look for it is if you go on the back here, this is the first published artwork for Mr. Rob Liefeld. You see his signature down there. He does a fan pinup page, guest artist Rob Liefeld, so that's really cool. Let's see, what's the year on this is probably like mid to late 80s or something. Well, mid 80s, I guess. I don't know. 86, yeah. So if you're a Liefeld fan, this is his first published work, so go ahead and keep your eyes out for that. Last one from Great Escape here is a Waterworld book. Just grab this one. This is Waterworld 3 of 4. This is, I guess, it's based on the Kevin Costner movie from the 90s, but it's a different story, I guess. A little 4-issue miniseries, so just grab that one for the pure nostalgia. So that's all the Great Escape books. These next few, these are from a store in Frankfurt. They just opened another A+ Comics. They have 2 A+ Comics in Lexington, and they just opened another one in Frankfurt. So I was there a couple weeks ago and picked up a few comics from the dollar bin. Started with this Super Squad, yeah, because Sioux is spelled like the Native American tribe. I guess this was it's a promo comic for some kind of convention, maybe. SuperCon proudly presents, and then I don't know. It's double-sided. There's what the back looks like. So flip cover on that. Just some weird promo comic for a convention that I've never heard of, so had to grab that. This is a convention I have heard of, Derby City Comic Con from 2013. I actually went to this Derby City Comic Con. This might have been the first one that I went to. I'd only gone to like 2 or 3 of them, and then they stopped having them. But this was maybe the first one that I'd went to. So picked that one up. And then I got Decoy #4. Just grabbed this one. It's a cool Joe Chiodo cover. I think this is a 4-issue miniseries. He does the covers on all of them. I don't think he does interior art. Let me see. No, it's somebody else. Painted cover by Joe Chiodo. Let's see. Assistant editor, publisher, graphic artist, Shannon. Yeah, doesn't say. Looks like it might be like computer on the inside. I don't know. Still cool art, but I just grabbed that one for the cover. And then these last 2 I picked up at a Peddlers Mall. That same trip we were going to A+. Peddlers Mall in, where were we? Danville, Kentucky, I think. I grabbed this one. This is the B cover for G.I. Joe 25. Just a cool Serpentor cover. This one can go for anywhere between 20 and 25, so I was happy to find that. And then I grabbed the Star Wars Celebrations it's just a one-shot. I just grabbed this one because it's the retailer incentive, and that looked like it goes for about 20, 25 online, so hopefully I can flip that to recoup some of my costs. So those are the only ones I got from the A+ and the Peddlers Malls. Picked up 2 Captain Marvel books here from a show, I think back before New Year's. They were $3 each, so I got number 50. I can't remember if I've shown these or not, so I apologize if I have. And number 34, that's the first appearance of Nitro, the guy that ends up killing Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel gets cancer from Nitro, and that's how he dies. Spoilers. And then this last stack of books I got from the flea market the main flea market here in Louisville. They did their New Year's show. A lot of the vendors are the same every few months, but I was able to find some new. There were some new vendors there, so that's where I got all these from. A couple of new vendors. Started off here with G.I. Joe. This is $2.72 retailer incentive. I think these were $3 each. And then a couple of Moon Knight books here from Volume 1. Got number 6 and number 33. Some nice Bill Sienkiewicz covers. And then last one I got from that vendor was this Witchblade 170. It's Mark Silvestri homaging himself from X-Men. I'm not sure what the number is, but somewhere in the 220s, 230s, somewhere around that. What's got Wolverine being crucified on the big X. So that's what and Silvestri did that cover as well. So this is him doing Witchblade on a big W, which seems like a weird thing, but what are you gonna do? And then last 3 books here I got this was from that vendor as well. Ninja Turtles presents Donatello and Leatherhead, just a fun Archie cartoon book. So these last 2 books I got from a vendor who had a hodgepodge of stuff, lots of toys, lots of video games, and then he had a stack of comics. He had some early Spawn, or some of the low print run Spawn stuff, but they were like anywhere between $10 and $20 a piece. I imagine he might have had like the first Gunslinger Spawn in there at some point, but somebody probably already grabbed him. But I did manage to find this. This is his first Angel Spawn. I can't remember what the actual Spawn is called, but this was $15. This is Spawn 77. It goes for 2 or 3 times that at least. So I was happy to find that. And then last book here that I was real happy to find was X-Men 221. This is first appearance of Mr. Sinister. This was super hot, a couple years ago when he was in the New Mutants movie, or they teased him being in the New Mutants movie. But it was $10, so I can't beat that. It's not in the greatest condition, but it was one that I've always wanted to have. This is probably the hardest one of these, anywhere between the 200 and 300s, other than like First Gambit, that's gonna be hard to find in the dollar bins. So I have not found it in the dollar bins, but I did find it for $10, and it's a pretty nice copy, so can't beat that. And this is it's Mark Silvestri doing that cover as well. Just a cool Havoc and Wolverine. And then open it up here. I think Sinister is just on the last page, but it's a nice. No, wait, maybe not. Thought it was. Oh no, he's on the very first page. Look at that. It's not even a cameo. It's just looking like a vampire. So anyway, really happy to find that and add that to collection. And yep, that's gonna do it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. See ya.